Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, but you can just call me Mr. Unemployable. We have reached the end of the English season. It is May of 2020. Our featured match today will be the final match of the season against Northampton. Before we get there, we gotta go through some international news, starting with my beloved home country of Canada. They are currently in second in World Cup qualifying, and they are looking very good. 3-0-1, the only loss coming against the States, which is to be expected. All they need is a point off of Suriname. I mean, they have a match against the US. If they draw, they're through. If they draw against Cuba, they're through. It should be a fait accompli that they are going through to the Hex, just a stone's throw away from the World Cup. But the hexagonal, the Hex, is the toughest test in CONCACAF. Canada will truly be tested at that point. Also fun to note here, it's not just the main squad having fun. The U23s are going to the Olympic Games. That's right, Simeon Jackson, the coach of the U23s, has done it. He has managed to get them to the finals. Oops, that's the Nigeria schedule. We don't want that. We want the U23s. There they go. 2 wins and a loss in the group against Honduras, Jamaica, and Mexico. A very difficult group, but they got through with that 2-0-1 record. A win against the States in the semis, a 1-0 result. A famous 1-0 result means they automatically qualify by going to the finals, wherein they would lose to Mexico again, but it doesn't really matter at that point. The win against the States is enough. Al Stankov with the 76th minute goal. As you can see, As you can see here, up and down the right side of the stat line, Jeff Bello in goal. Just a fantastic performance by the youngster. 7.2, 7.9 for Dan Schneebeli. I mean, these new-gen defenders for Canada are unbe-freaking-leavable. How these new-gen defenders are so good, I don't know. I mean, if we go back to Canada's main page here, and go back to Canada, Derek Smits, a new-gen, is our top player for Chelsea. He's worth $37.5 million. Where did this kid come from? I want him. Oh my goodness, thank you. Oh, Canada, so good. Thank you, Derek Smits, for flying that Maple Leaf at the highest level, one might argue, of professional football. That's pretty good for Canada. I'm pretty happy about Canada. Over in Nigeria news, we've also got some more news here. As you can see, the right side does not have Ife Ambrose, the club captain. He was injured for our last friendly against Turkey, and Abdoulaye Afere was brought in to replace him. This kid is the real deal. He is lighting it up for his club, Alisund, I should say, just absolutely destroying the Norwegian leagues, which is amazing. The nice thing, too, is he's only 2 right now for the national team, but his potential is through the roof, and the way he's performing for his club, I have a lot of hope. A lot of hope for this kid. I brought him up for U20s. He is getting senior team caps. He will be playing in our World Cup qualifiers, that is for sure. Who else will be playing for our World Cup qualifiers? Jordan Ibe. Yes, Jordan Ibe from Fulham. He finally agreed to a Nigerian call-up. He has turned his back on the English program after coming up through their U21s. He is now playing for Nigeria, and he will be cap-tied as soon as he plays for us in World Cup qualifying. Yeah, he's only at 2.5, so he's a depth option, but I guarantee you he will play more for Nigeria than he ever would for England. Good job, Jordan, for putting your faith in the Nigerian national team. I do want to show you that friendly against Turkey here. We got absolutely stomped here. It was 2-0, which to be fair is a great result, but the on-the-pitch performances were not good. Okechukwu, just a horrible day at the office, wearing the armband in place of Ife Ambrose. 6.0, not what I want to see. Up front, I mean, you now just destroyed us. That is just a dominating performance at the national level for AS Monaco's striker. All in all, the Turks did as you would expect, 27-5 of the shots, 63-37 possession. Just a dominating performance, and that we only lost 2-0 shows you that we did pretty well. And this youngster, Ofere, my goodness, 6-6 in a losing cause. I'll take that. This kid's, like I say, he's the real deal, I think. He's got potential. It's not the solution at goal. I mean, right now we're relying solely on Joseph Kolawole to do it. We're thinking he is going to be that 2.5 keeper, which is, average exactly. But we need better. We absolutely need better in the national pool, and right now it's just not there. However, in a little over a month's time, we're going up against Guinea-Bissau and Mali in the first stages of World Cup qualifying for the Nigerian side. I'm definitely cap tying. I'm definitely giving a full senior qualifying cap to Ofere, and we will go from there. All right, that's it for the national side. Let's get home to Grimsby Town, where there, as I said before, Northampton Town will be our featured match today to finish off the season. We will be finishing somewhere between 9th and 14th in the league. I gotta say, that's a fantastic performance here. We are going to stay well clear of the relegation battle down at the bottom of the table. Southend not mathematically eliminated, but they'll need to hang quite a few goals up to pass Hartlepool on goal differential. So for all intents and purposes, it will be Southend and Bolton going down to non-league football. What a fall from grace for Bolton. Wolves, by 6 points, have won the league with a game in hand. So again, Wolves, not a surprise, they'll go back up to League One. Torquay and Shrewsbury also winning the automatic promotion spots up to League One. Doncaster, Lincoln, Yeovil, and Oxford will be on the automatic, or in the playoff spots. York not mathematically eliminated, but again, they would need a 10-goal differential makeup to catch Oxford, 14 to catch Yeovil. So it's going to be Yeovil and Oxford in those final 2 playoff spots. Now, what that means is, you're asking yourself, okay, so big deal, you're mid-table, 12th, that's pretty darn good. What does that mean for you? What it means is I got myself a pretty nice bonus out of this. Now, the clause does not show up here because it has already been fulfilled. But I got myself a $5,000 payday because we stayed up. Not too shabby. Now, again, the downside to that is all that profit that I'd earned over the course of the season is now gone. All those loanees coming back means we're over our salary budget, so the money is now bleeding out, and I am worried that we will indeed post a loss at the end of this game. Now, it is our final home match, and apparently there's a big crowd going to be on hand, so I'm hoping that means we get enough in the gate to offset this and we end the season on a positive note. That is the hope. Do want to show off one thing, though, before we get into or many things before we get into the featured match here. That is, we finally have an affiliate club! We finally have an affiliate, FC United from Conference North. We don't have to pay them anything. All they get is a friendly, and we finally have a lone place to set our players more reliably than what we've been sending them to. I am super stoked by this. Now, again, we can't use it as a salary dump. We still got to pay the salary, so if you want to offload somebody who's making too much, this is not the place to send them. But if they need minutes, this is absolutely where we send our players. And I am going to make use of this next season with some of our youngsters. For now, it's just good to have them. They'll get their friendly in the offseason. Very happy to finally have an affiliate on board. And how are FC United doing in Conference North? Well, they're in the playoff semifinal, and after the first leg, it's 1-1. So they could be moving up to Conference Premier, which would be fantastic. Only a step below us. Getting these kids some experience would be fantastic. Very, very happy FC United managed to make it up to Conference Premier. On the youth side, our youth trialists for the season have come in. They were, by and large, absolute garbage. Just half star across the board. Just a disgusting array of talent. So obviously the coaching budget increase has not kicked in just yet. Not really a shocker. Let's take a look here at the transfers. If we can take a look at our youth transfers here, we can see we brought in all of these kids on trial, and they summarily left. But the important thing to note here is of all these youth that were brought in, the ones that stayed, free transfers, does it show? It actually does not show. That's shocking. Strange. Oh, I know why it's not showing. We gotta go over here. Here we go. Alright, contract expiration dates. It'll be these three made it. Alan Killock, Alan Ambler, and Tom Wallace are our 3 new signings. Again, defense, kind of garbage. Shadow Striker, actually not too bad. Starting his career as a 15-year-old on 3 silver with potential of upwards of 3. That would be lovely if he hits that potential. Again, we'll wait and see. And Tom Wallace, again, 3.5 silver out the blocks. Again, if he becomes a depth ball-winning midfielder, that'd be fantastic. His heading ability is actually very good. Not necessarily really for a DM or a mid-ball winner, but hey, we'll take it. While I'm looking at this, though, I do want Mr. Ambler here. He's listed as being an AMC first and foremost, which I like. So I'm just going to make sure we go ahead and tell him to commit to the role of advanced playmaker. Bam. Yes, please, develop all those attributes. He's got flair, though. Can never have enough flair in English football, that's for sure. One of the things you don't hear, I did tweak my set pieces. I can speak today. I swear I can speak today. I did tweak my set pieces ever so slightly, so that now that we are focusing all of our corners at the 6-yard box. And we are looking much more threatening. The goals haven't quite come yet, but the threat is much better than just lumping it in and having it instantly cleared. So I'm happy with that. It'll get better. I've also told McCourt to send all of his free kicks for the best header. He's yet to do so since all of our free kicks come from shooting range. McCourt did actually score one, though, from that range. So he's got one at least. That's something. All right, let's take a quick look here at the squad as we finish off the season. How are we doing stats-wise? Well, if we head over to the Custom Views Selection Info Plus, so glad I made this. Take a look at the average rating for the side. Raquel Pike, unsurprisingly, 7.12, my best player. What a loan signing he was. Very happy to have him. And he contributed 13 goals, 8 assists in 28 starts, 34 appearances total. That's not too shabby at all. Jonathan Quinn, 25 goals, 4 assists in 42 appearances, 36 starts. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. He won't win the Golden Boot, I don't think, because of his injury. I mean, unless he goes absolutely lights out ham and cheese against Northampton, I don't see him taking home the Golden Boot. He deserves it, though. I mean, he's been the heart and soul of this team, and he's still got potential. He's still got room to grow, which is phenomenal. Danny McKenna, his form is great, and it's helped his overall to, after 33 appearances, 3 goals, 8 assists. I would like to see a few more assists from him, but the fact that he's holding the midfield together is fine by me. Jack McCourt, 6.89. He has been a rock in the center of this park. Absolutely wonderful. 45 appearances total. That is equal to James McEwen, whose name I've been mispronouncing this entire series. My apologies. James McEwen. There we go. 4 goals, 5 assists from McCourt. Again, those 4 goals, I believe, they were not all from free kicks. A couple were rebounds. Tom Eves, 10 goals, 8 assists from the setup man. All right, not great, but all right. 6.88 average. And Alex Grant, our starting defender, 48 appearances. Tops on the team, all starts, 6.88 average. 2 goals, 2 assists. Couldn't ask for more from your defense there. Brendan Baldwin, I mean, this young kid, he's got, assuming he doesn't fall off too much from this sprained ankle, he's still got potential. He's hit a full 2 stars, much like how Brimmer is now at 3.5. 3.5 and climbing. These are 2 fantastic youth signings that I was very happy to pick up. Brimmer has not seen any more youth action for Australia, which is unfortunate, but, I mean, hey, as long as he develops, I will be happy. He's still projected to be, if we go to his scouting report here, he's still projected to be a League One defensive midfielder, and a leading one at that. So, very happy with his development, hopefully he can hit it. One final thing. I swear I say that a lot, but this is the final thing. The U21s won their group. So there we go. We won the reserve group by 4 points over Rotherham, 10 points over Gateshead, 10 points over our rival Scunthorpe. Not too shabby. Great achievement for the U21s. Excellent work all around. All right, let's go to the schedule here and look at these matches here before we get into our featured match against Northampton. Again, we started off with a loss against Newport, 2-0, and it looked like pretty average at that point. We're playing down to the level of opposition, which is not good. Relegated Bolton, drew 2-2. Lost to our rival Scunthorpe, not good. Drew Southend, not good. Beat Tranmere, as expected. This is where things are going to turn around. Drew Doncaster, not expected. Beat Shrewsbury, definitely not expected. Lost 2-0 to Wolves. Okay, that's about all right. A 5-1 stomping of York City. Not expected at all. We eviscerated them on the counter time and time again. Raquel Pike and Jack McCourt, each with a brace, ripped apart York's defense. Away, too. This was at the York Community Stadium. A dominant performance. Let's look at the goals here. Unfortunately, Adam Newton subbed off with injuries. I'm trying to get him minutes now that his loan is over. If he would stop injuring himself, it would be a lot easier. First goal in the night. Jack McCourt here in the rain in York. Baldwin looks forward, finds Pike, lovely ball, and Pike makes no mistake. Far post and in. Pike loves that kind of strike. Post and in. Sometimes it's posting out, but this time it was posted in. 1-0 to Grimsby. York would not go down easily though. Berget, off a punishing looking free kick, hits the wall, and then Platt gives it away, and now the counter is on. This is where we made our meat here. A lovely, lovely looking ball. Now, it was a good job there not to touch it. Good job not to touch it by Quinn, because he was offside. Larrauri, though, was onside. In the ensuing mess in the box, McCourt ends up with the ball at his feet, makes it 2-0. This is on the stroke of halftime as well, so already York not sure what to make of themselves here, 2-0 down at the half. But then right afterwards, it got even worse. 50th minute now, Baldwin gets the ball forward to Pike. I don't know why the shout for offside was. He was clearly onside. Pike, back to Baldwin. McCourt. Court to Eves. Eves to Larrauri. Saved initially, but the follow-up is good. Pier Larrauri getting a goal, only his third of the season. He is still an underwhelming signing, and he is such an albatross. That contract I do regret very much signing. But then again, it was either him or McKenna, and considering all the injury trouble I had and the lack of depth at attacking mid, at least we had him, which is a good thing. There's a lovely looking side foot volley by Adua. That makes it 3-1, and York are suddenly back in the match with half hour to go. And then McCourt scores from a free kick and takes him right back out of it. Finally, Jack McCourt scoring from a free kick. He didn't do it often this season, but when he did, it was lovely. 4-1 Grimsby at that point. The away support can't believe what they're seeing. Neither can the home support for that matter. But Grimsby weren't done. The final goal of the evening just before the 70th minute. Mikhail Pike, so good at what he does. Sets up to Larrauri. Back to McCourt. Larrauri to Pike. Baldwin. Great job to find the final ball. Pike goes posted in both times with his goals, and it's 5-1 Grimsby. Amazing match. And again, that brought us, after a season-long struggle, back to even goal differential, which I was pretty excited about. We then promptly blew that with a 1-2 loss, a 2-1 loss to Bolton, which we should have won, and a 4-0 demolition at the hands of Barnet. So, we're back down to 5 in the red for goal differential. So, not the best, but let's see if we can ease some of that pain with our final match of the season, the home finale. The final match of the regular season against Northampton Town. This is a winnable match, a very winnable match against another team who's along with us in mid-table. In fact, they're even slightly below mid-table. We're 7 points up on them. Let's see if we can do this. McEwen will start. I got his name right that time. McEwen. Fry it right back. Taking the place of Lob, who, as you can see, kind of stunk the joint out. And since he's on loan and he has not been consistent, and he, again, even when he had a 4-point-something performance, he still rejected my, let's say, disapproval. Stern disapproval of his performance until I got even sterner and then he backed down. Conroy, also at the back, he's finally getting minutes now that the matches don't really matter that much. If he can hit his 2.5, I'll be so happy. But right now, looking dicey. Grant in the middle, Swad Thomas out left, Brimmer in the D-mid role, McCourt and Linganzi in the center. Baldwin is injured, sadly, as is Newton, which is why Linganzi is there. Larrauri in the attacking mid, Pike and Quinn up front. Let's see if we can get Quinn a few goals, add to his tally, maybe put him back in the conversation for the Golden Boot. 4-5-1 from Northampton. Will be interesting. I am interested in keeping an eye on this. Do not want their midfield to get going. Alright. Win this match. I think at halftime I'll say do it for the fans. It is the final match of the season. If you're not going to do it for the fans now, when are you going to? Here we go. Grimsby in their black and white. Northampton in their, I assume that's burgundy? We'll say burgundy. It's a fun word to say. Burgundy. Solid opening string of possession here for Grimsby. Fry. On the right, inside to McCourt. Looking forward. Little juke there gives back to Brimmer. The Australian inside to Fry. It's a weak pass, but Fry gets there. McCourt, can he get past his man? He's being closed down. Does get it back safely to Brimmer, to Linganzi. All the way back to Grant. That's what I thought. Good holding of possession, though. I mean, ended up getting a shot out of it, but it was blocked. Hardly surprising, really. Hardly surprising. That free kick needs to be defended better than it is. Fine save by McEwen in close. And on the counter, Larrauri's in the clear. But he posts up? Come on, Larrauri. Put the ball on your foot and go. A wasted counter-attacking opportunity there. This is why, one of many reasons I have not been happy with Pier Larrauri this season. Sharp. Hornby! How is that not offside? How is that not offside? More than suspicions of offside, I would say. We'll just pause this here, and we get a good angle of it too. All right, so there's the D line. There's the first ball. Oh, you know what? I think it's just a good run. It's just a good run, and we got caught slow on it. Flat-footed defense beaten by Northampton. Not good. Let's go up to control mode here. And we need to take control of this game. Cannot let Northampton ruin our season finale. Yeah, Conroy held to account for that mistake. Slow run cost us, I would agree. Good job by Fry to clear that away, and then Gonzi brings it down before looking forward. Only as far as Kirby, though. Meska. Back to Kirby. Henderby. Moncur. Hornby. Sharp. Inside for Morris! Saved by McEwen. Yes, I agree. We need more shots. Run at the defense. I'll say Conroy's been error prone. I may push Fry inside and bring on Coulson. And by may, I think I will. I can bring on Thompson. No, I'm not gonna bring on Thompson. He's has not been the same player after his knee tendonitis. Just has not been at all. That contract, I mean, I expect more for the $2,800 a week at this level of play. Larrauri to Pike. Pike in a good position here. Oh, it's a beautiful strike from Mikhail Pike. A lovely ball just after the half-hour mark. It's 1-1 at Blundell Park, and they are loving it. Great job by Larrauri off the ball from Quinn. Pike doesn't wait. Upper 90. Lovely strike. It's actually our first shot on target all game, and it's a good one. A lovely strike indeed. McCourt. Cross inside. Oh, just wide by Larrauri. Nearly makes it 2-1 with a double strike. Now to be Halford on the free kick, high and wide. Oh, not good. Not good. I mean, Eve deserves some time out there anyway. I don't like seeing Pike injured. Never do. Yeah, Conroy's definitely coming off at the half. Alright, come on. I have faith in you. Get out there. Alright, what was that about? Someone is controlling everything? Let's change that, please. Thank you. Well, our goal score has been taken off. I'm going to assume from a cynical foul. Alright, boys. We can still do this. Give these fans something to cheer. They're not buying it. Come on, lads. Chin up. Get to it. Alright, yeah. Fry push inside. Coulson on the right. Alright. Do it. Oh, well. Killed everybody else. Lovely. I don't like this. I don't like how talking to one player can affect the entire rest of the team. If they're already happy, they should stay locked into that point. Anyway, let's get to it. Pike subbed off as a 7.0. Not good. Hornby to Moncur. Northampton from the strong team out of the gate. Morris saved by McEwen at point blank range. Fine save from the keeper, and he follows up on the weak attempt to keep the ball out of his net. Guys, we can't keep hanging McEwen out to dry here. Unsurprisingly, Linganzi picks up a card. Nobody is surprised by that. Long ball. Grant will chase it down. Slowly. Come on, Grant. Alex Grant taking his sweet time. Let's go back to McEwen. To Fry. They're playing these passes rather dangerously, our Grimsby. I'd like to see a little more urgency on the play. McCourt to Eves. Back to Coulson. McCourt. Then Gonzi. Congolese international to Eves. To Quinn! Off the post! Off Atkinson off the post and around. Quinn denied. Larrauri's corner. Grabbed by Atkinson. Nothing further. So the question is, what change do I make in the midfield? Do I pull in Gonzi for Clay, or do I pull Larrauri for McKenna? I think I keep Larrauri for the corners. And I pull Nganzi with this card. Last time I left somebody on with a card, it was Swad Thomas, and you can imagine how that went. Hornby to Sharp. This is Northampton now. Looking for a way back to their lead. Thomas, though. Good tackle. Meska's forced to regroup. Nganzi back to Grant. And this is a good counter. Missed header by Robertson. Quinn is in the clear. Jonathan Quinn! Yes! Please! Jonathan Quinn! There's his 26th goal! Lovely goal from Jonathan Quinn. Oh, my goodness. Punishes the defender, Roberts. Through the keeper, that placed shot training paying off. As you saw there in the match summary, Grimsby are up to 11th. Alright, Brimmer, I think, deserves to stay. He's been such a good part of this team, and I want him to get more minutes and continue his development. It'll be Clay for Nganzi. Not renewing Clay's contract, so let's at least get him let's get some time in front of the home fans here before his career with Grimsby finishes. Of course! You know what? I tried to do something nice for you, Craig Clay. I tried to do something nice for you. This is what happens. Lovely. Oh, my goodness. My goodness me. 77th minute. What can Northampton do here? They're being pressured heavily on their end. Can they get a long pass through? No. Thomas having a good game. Don't get to say that often these days. Finds Larrauri. Can he put a nice cross in? No, he's brought down. No call. And Hornby will go the other way from Northampton. Great job there by Fry. But now it's left Clark wide open. Easily grabbed by McEwen, though. '80th minute. Still looking good for Grimsby. Possession's good, though it's a false metric in the modern game. Shots look good. On target rate is better than it was to start the game. Passing, 72%. 411 to 565. Lovely. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Is there a late equalizer from Northampton to break the hearts of the Blundell Park faithful? Flanagan. Looking for Sharp. Oh, the header's over the bar. That was nearly it. But McEwen is granted a reprieve. He won't take his... he won't rush. He won't take any sense of urgency over this kick. He will take his time. And look at this, a poor header. And running onto this is Tom Eves. No, it's Coulson. It's the right back. Brought down in the box, goes to ground, no call. What was Coulson doing that high up the park? He's way out of position now, though. Oh, and Swad Thomas is injured. At least there was a card on the play. Lovely. We're kind of in trouble here. Alright, boys. We kind of just need to bunker. Yup. Is that going to be enough? Well, not like Thomas is coming back either, so. Clark. Cleared. Well cleared by Coulson. He had Moyo on his back, ready to knock in the equalizer. Into the 95th minute. Blow the whistle, ref. The shot's over the bar. That must be it. There it is! A 2-1 win to finish the season. A fine finish to the season for a fine season. Oh, very nice. Well done, everybody. Beating a mid-table team as we should means we finish in 11th, well above our predicted finish of 22nd. We doubled. We doubled where we should have been. Take that. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, I encourage you to join us here on twitch.tv and watch as I record these episodes live, where claims of the luck of the Irish from viewer Jamie J are why we pulled that win out 2-1. Jamie, you can believe what you want. The point is, Grimsby Town, under the guidance of Mr. Unemployable, have finished 11th in their first season back in League 2. Now, if you remember back to Glentoran, after a pretty good season, we ended up getting to Europa League, and we ended up getting, once I was gone, a squad that could win. They could absolutely win. So, if that's the case, and if my off-season scouting goes as I hope it does, Southend officially relegated. As expected, Yeovil and Oxford confirm the playoff spots. If it goes as expected, this Grimsby town is going to be amazing in the 2020-2021 season. Next time on Mr. Unemployable, we will summarize all the off-season moves, the off-season awards, and my plans for 2020-2021. It'll be a shorter episode, but it'll be next time on Mr. Unemployable. My name is Rituro. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, tell everyone about these videos on YouTube. And if you like watching them on YouTube, be sure to come over to twitch.tv/Rituro and watch me record these episodes live. Hello, Flag Dude. Hello, Jamie J. Great to see you both. Once again, everybody, my name is Rituro. Just call me Mr. Unemployable. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.